miles separate the cities of Eugene and Corvallis, but the number of barbs and shots thrown back and forth between these two institutions could fill a distance triple that size. What a matchup we have for you in the battle for the state of Oregon. Glad you could join us from Reser Stadium in Corvallis, Oregon. It's the Oregon Ducks and the Oregon State Beavers. Along with David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis. Holly Rowe is down on the sideline.
I caught up with the Oregon State head coach before the game. He told me this is a crucial game to stay focused. He understands coming into this loud and crazy environment against a team that is not ranked in the top 25 could be easy to overlook. But he's shown his players tape all week, and he said, we have to understand every play matters. We cannot look ahead to next week, or this week will be a disaster. Guys, back to you.
Holly, thank you. Can't wait to see how this one unfolds. Buys just enough space to cross the 25. Let's mark it at the 27-yard line. So Oregon's offense will get first crack at it here. A program whose history is built on speed. Oregon just ran away from the Beavers last time.
And the Ducks were ready to play a year ago. They were ready for a war. They came out, they took it to Oregon State. They didn't back off, Jesse. That game meant a lot to them.
Yeah, they just caught fire early, and Oregon State couldn't put the fire out. They had no answers. Every possession Oregon had, it seemed like they were going up and down the field. So a big challenge for Oregon State in this one is to try to get off to a great start. And I think on that last play, it's an example of the quarterback trying to predetermine who he wants to throw to, and instead of letting the defense dictate who gets the ball. Man coverage, that guy was not open that time.
Snags it, and he's open. He's got enough to move the chains, and they'll spot it at the 47.
And, man, that's not a surprise that they come to their go-to guy early. This is an offense that's so much fun to watch, and it's because they know who they are. They know how to get the ball to their playmakers. And on the first drive, Palmer, get your guy a touch, get him involved. You know receivers got some feelings, Jesse. I love that they're getting him lathered up and a touch early in this football game.
Yeah, he's definitely one of those guys who feels like he's open every single play, so it is a good idea to get him going early. For the defense, that's a bit of a jab in the face right there, because you came into this game, you know who's going to get the ball. You know where they're throwing it. You've got to do a better job now disguising your coverages to try and limit him and take him away as much as possible.
This feels like 4-down territory, 3rd and short from the 40. Moving out to the right. Trying to make magic on the scramble. He's knocked down short gain, maybe a pickup of 3. That defense rallied to the ball in a hurry. The Ducks are rolling down the field. Throwing more. Fires to the middle. In traffic, it's Hooks. And he's dragged down. They'll mark it at the 19. Into the red zone, it'll be first down. The Ducks come to the line with a new set of downs. They've marched to the red zone, and here they go. Left side, it's Moore. Makes the catch, but goes no further, and it'll be a short pickup on that one. Long way to go on second down. Looking for space. It's Davison. Got enough space. He's all the way down to the 3. Showed it all on that run.
And, David, we know when you're playing on the road how important it is to try and steal momentum early and quiet the crowd. You gash the defense with a run like that to pick up a big first down, that'll do it. And that's really a tone setter, I think, for this offense. And you're sending a direct message to the opponent. We are going to be physical, and we're going to try to run this thing down your throat.
Yeah, and they got a chance to respond, and the crowd hopefully can get behind them and get back in it. The defense has got to do a better job. We got to stop the run. They got to tackle, get more hats to...
Touchdown, Oregon! Into the end zone for 6. And it feels good to land that first big punch against a rival, doesn't it?
No doubt. In a game like this, too, you just want to be executing it at a high level early. So, David, that's got to feel great getting on the board first.
And settles everyone down. All the nerves, all the emotion of this rivalry game. Now everybody can kind of settle in because you know you already got a touchdown on the board.
He'll bring it out. It's Butler. They'll corral him and get him down at the 17-yard line on the return. So Oregon State's offense will come out to go on the attack for the first time. And we get a look at Maalik Murphy. He was sacked 4 times and threw a couple of interceptions. Out. Hits inside. It's Newberry. Defense right there to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Looking to throw. It's Murphy. Oh, pressure's coming. Zings it complete to the right. He's brought down, but he went backwards after that completion, not the way they had it drawn up.
Well, they're able to find the tight end for an easy completion, but good job tackling, not allowing him to get the first down.
Not exactly the ideal situation for this offense. 3rd and long, backed up inside their 20. On the run, it's Hatcher. Picks up just a few before he's brought down, not really willing to take a risk there on 3rd and long. The Beavers will punt it away on 4th down. Doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. On the return. He's brought down, and he looked for room to return it, and there wasn't much there. And Oregon has it back, and here comes the offense. Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work with this 7-0 lead. They'll run the RPO and throw it right. Could not make his way to the corner. Just barely picked up a yard with that last completion. It's 2nd and 9. The run to the right. Tackled almost immediately. Not a whole lot on that one.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. A lot of times we don't focus on it enough, but how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
That'll be enough for the first down as they stop him at the 43-yard line. New set of downs after the completion. Moore. Sends it downfield. And this is dropped. Incomplete pass. He had a huge gain in his fingers, and he couldn't hold on. 2nd and long here. Motion from the wideout. Caught in the backfield. It's Moore. Great reaction by this defense. Immediately on the catch. Swarming to the ball. It's 3rd and 5. Again, it's Moore. Complete. That'll be enough for the first down as they mark it down at the 31-yard line. As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter. Quick give, it's Hill. And after the tackle, we are headed to the end of the first quarter. This rivalry has a deep and storied history. Plenty of memorable moments. Here are a few of them. So 2nd down here as we're back at it after the break. Keeps it moving, it's Davison. Open space at the 25. Jumped on top of the pile.
And I know it's not a first down, but I still like the way they ran the football here. Just try to make the next third down manageable. Try to get it where it's not as predictable. I think the offense did a really good job being smart there, taking what the defense gave them.
This third down play more than manageable from the 24. Can the defense stand tall? From the gun on third down, Dante Moore. Caught close to the marker. It's Hooks. That will be enough to move the chains and give them a first down in the red zone at the 14. And on that third and short, I don't think he was unhappy to see that zone.
Nope, it's a great job by the offense. Hey, see where the holes in the zone are? Sit down. You only need a little bit of yards on this third down. Get the conversion. Move the sticks.
And the Ducks will snap it on 1st and 10. Here's Moore to throw. Got it! Into the end zone! Touchdown, Ducks!
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge, and also the anticipation, the timing. To be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone, that was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. And listen, a lot of times touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
Gets it across the 20 to the 21, and not quite what he would have picked up just taking the touchback. The corners are walked up tight. Looking downfield, it's Murphy. Out of the backfield, he's open. All the way out to the 37-yard line, it's a gain of 15. They gave themselves room to operate with that first play. Now first down from the 37. Sells to run, looking to pass. Good job just to get rid of that one. It seems as if this old feud has been going on since Lewis and Clark set the foundation for the Oregon Trail. They've been playing since 1894, guys.
Game's been played for a long time, a lot on the line.
Here comes the rush, and they've got it wrapped up at the 28.
And you don't want to see this trend continue. Last week he was sacked 4 times. The offensive line, this offense as a whole, needs to get in better situations, get rid of the football faster, and not keep getting their quarterback hit.
On third and long, you'll need to push it downfield. Outside the pocket, lets it go. Oh, he just flat dropped it. He had the ball and didn't look it all the way in, and it'll be 4th down. The Beavers will send out the punt unit. First punt was gorgeous. Let's see if he can do it again. Not a lot of room to make this catch. He was working his way on the return toward midfield. They'll stop him at the 46. The Oregon offense is on the field to get this drive going. This has been exactly the way you draw things up, David. The offense has really been moving the football.
And it's been great execution. They've done exactly what they wanted to do. Build the lead. Now Palmer's a different animal. Now you got to protect it.
You can tell they were paying attention in practice this week in the film room because they have gone out, everybody right now on the same page.
They'll make the tackle, but not before he's got enough to move the sticks and has this defense's head spinning with the option. It's 1st and 10 for this offense from the 42. Dante Moore throws to the wideout. A strike downfield. They get him stopped, but the big gain has them on the doorstep. Let's mark it at the 13.
That's what's so scary about this offense. They've got guys in the perimeter that can change the game in one single play, and you saw it right there. Too much speed on the perimeter to create that explosive play.
Run in the red zone. It's Davison. He's tackled right at the 10-yard line, and they're trying to cash in on this drive. Going to work in the red zone. They can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. Moore will throw. Flip it out to the back on the screen. Touchdown, Ducks! Made the grab and then did the rest himself, and they put points on the board. No step back in week 3. They have been sharp as they extend the lead. And with the extra point, they're up 21-0.
And how about the OC slipping in the screen pass? Try to mix it up, slow down that pass rush, let it come up the field a little bit, get it to your running back, let him do the rest. Nice blocking, nice play call to throw in the screen to change it up a little bit and get the big touchdown.
He'll be stopped short of the 20-yard line on the return. They'll mark him at the 19. Here comes the Beaver offense ready to go. There's still plenty of time, but you see that 21-point deficit, and there is a sense of urgency now. Snaps it, they'll throw to start the drive. He lets one fly deep. He's got it on the sideline. They're able to ride him down, but not before he has flipped the field with a huge pickup on the play, and now they are set up coming out of the 2-minute timeout. Fresh set of downs going up top. Fires left. Can't hold on in the face of the contact.
Well, this offense has gone his way early and often in this game. They've gotten into a nice rhythm. That time, though, the defense was expecting to throw going his way, and they put a really nice hit on him to force the incompletion.
That pressure got to him, and he just had to chuck it out of bounds. Boy, guys, they got off to a great start with that big first play on this drive, but now a couple of incompletions leaves them in a hole. Always a welcome play for the defense as they get a sack at the 47. And the Beavers will try to pin them back with the punt. And that ball will sail into the end zone for a touchback. With an update on that, let's check in with Holland.
Here on the away team sideline, players are really starting to feel this momentum. They've got a big lead here in this game, and they were expected to be just where they are. Guys are talking to each other. Keep eating, keep eating. I know they want to finish this game off strong, but with a big lead, they're starting to have a little fun down here on the sideline. Back to you.
Thanks, Holly. Caught over the middle. It's Moore. He's down to the 38-yard line, and they can stop the clock. The Ducks come to the line in the hurry-up. Throwing Moore. Look out. And they got it.
We're only in the first half. Already this guy's got 2 TD passes, so you could see the defensive coaching staff on the sideline telling this D-line, guys, we got to get after this guy. We have to affect his rhythm and not let him be so comfortable back there. Right there, they were able to get after him. Let's see if they can keep it up.
Got a man. It's Johnson. The Beavers using their first timeout. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half.
I don't know who on defense is going to cover this guy. Honestly, he could be a problem for this defense over the middle of the field in the passing game.
3rd and long right here. They'll send the back in motion. Moore from the gun, trying to convert 3rd down. He's going to take off. He's going to be out of bounds, but not before he gets it to midfield. The Ducks will have it 1st and 10. They'll try the outside to the left. Brought down at the 39 after a pickup of 10. It'll be a 1st down. And the Ducks kept this drive moving on the ground. Now back to work, making the adjustment. Moore. Looking deep. It is incomplete, and now there are 4 seconds remaining.
Man, as you see, once you start to get to the red zone, the contested catch rate goes way through the roof. Who can make those plays when you're physically getting hit? Nice job by the defense, man. Make them earn it. Make them feel it. Get your hands through the contact of the football when they're trying to make the catch. Great job breaking on the football at the perfect time.
The Ducks will kick it away first, and we'll start the second half. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Oregon State has it back, and here comes the Beaver offense. They start this third quarter in a big hole, and they have to start climbing out right now.
And they're going to have to be really aggressive, Reese. Like, this offense, when I'm playing from behind, every possession means so much more. And if you look the other side, the defense, they haven't given much resistance.
Yeah, nothing has gone their way in the first half offensively. And you know now, based on how this defense is playing with their confidence, that you are going to be challenged on every single snap. So buckle up, get your mind right, and get ready to come back in this game.
Guys, this offense is already reeling down multiple possessions. Really need to cash in on this drive. Unloads to the wideout. Oh, it's picked off. Oh, that's not the way to start a drive. Looking for more room. Touchdown, Oregon! How about this defense taking one back to the house?
And this is exactly what you dream about for a defense. Forcing the big turnover, making the pick, and then putting points on the board yourself. Great play by the defense.
And the point after is good. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Oregon State takes over, ready to send the offense onto the field. The big thing now, don't get rattled by that last pick six, David.
Nah, it was a big mistake. Obviously, the defense took advantage of it, but you got to put it behind you. Jesse, I'm sure you know a thing or two about throwing a pick six and how to rebound.
I believe I've only thrown one in my life, but yes, I do, because of that singular instance. I'll say this. You can't let that play beat you twice. You got to go out and not try to get it all back here in one play. Just execute the offense.
Fires downfield. Makes the grab. It's Newberry. He's going to be out of bounds, but not before he gets it to midfield. They've got it 1st and 10 at the 50. Sells the run, wants to pass. Got him quickly. No chance to run, but still a good gain. We'll have a stoppage here as there is a Beaver down on the field. The Beavers with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. Looking downfield, it's Murphy. Finds his target. He's stopped, but he's got enough to move the chain. Here's an opportunity for this offense in search of its first touchdown. It's 1st and 10. Sells to fake. And the Heat gets home. They knock him down back at the 45.
This defense, they are tenacious, and they've got guys up front that are athletic and that are so strong and then can collapse the pocket. You saw it right there in that play-action attempt.
Back in motion, try to clear the picture. Out wide left, it's Hatcher. Across the 25, he's got room. And he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, Beaver!
And finally, guys, we've been talking about this offense. When are they going to get it going? When are they going to have that spark? They make the play. They finally get on the board. Now, can they keep the momentum going? Can they play complementary football? Can the defense get a few stops and the offense keep this up?
So the offense, more than happy with the result of the play, will decline the penalty. Here he comes from inside his own 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Holly, what update do you have on that?
Checking in from the Oregon sideline, players are really starting to feel this momentum. They've got a big lead here in this game, and they were expected to be just where they are. Guys are talking to each other. Keep eating.
Snags it, and there's running room.
Man, the defense, you hold your breath. When this receiver has the football out in space, you have got to make sure you're playing with outstanding pursuit. Nice job there, but as this game goes on, they've got to keep an eye on this guy and make sure they know where he is at all times.
That'll be good enough for a 1st down. They'll mark it at the 30.
It's great awareness by the running back, understanding where the 1st down marker is and doing whatever it takes to get it.
It'll be 1st and 10 from the 30. Rush right in his face. Just couldn't find an open man. He'll get rid of it, and it'll be 2nd down.
And sometimes you see great shooters, and they get on fire, and they just can't miss. And that's what this QB looks like the last couple weeks, man. Just completion percentage through the roof, running the offense at an elite level. You can tell in complete control of this offense.
Here's more to throw. Got it in the middle, it's Davison.
And I like a good check down as much as anybody. Survey the field, don't make a mistake. Check it down to your running back, let him do the rest. But there was two guys right next to him. So that was actually a little bit of a dangerous throw, but you could tell they were definitely locked in, and they were not going to let that running back catch that football and go anywhere after the catch.
They thought they could just run it on 3rd and short, but this defense was there to make the stop. Boy, if they don't convert this 4th down, there will be questions to be answered. He's brought down, but not before he picks up the 1st down and a gutsy call to keep this drive alive. The Ducks are moving quickly down the field. Keeps it himself. And the ball is free on the pitch. Picks up the ball and tries to make something of it.
Well, ball security doesn't just apply to running backs and receivers. QB's got to keep 2 hands on the ball as well. And they're very lucky after that fumble that the offense jumped on.
Dante Moore lets it fly. Finally corralled, but not before. He picks up the 1st down.
Man, I love this offensive approach, man. All gas, no brakes. You got the lead, so what? Continue to do what you do. Find those one-on-one situations and continue to stay aggressive.
Tried to hit him with a quick game on 1st down and nothing doing there.
You know, this happens sometimes in football. You forget which direction you're going, and you got to be reminded. You were going the wrong direction. Come on, man. We got to catch that thing. We got to get north-south and go make a play, get closer to the end zone, not start dancing and going the wrong way.
They're lining up in the Wildcat. Let's see what they have dialed up for this one. Direct snap. Trying to got some room, headed to the goal line. And they stop him just short of the goal line. They'll mark it at the 1.
This is the most important part of the field. What you did to get down here means nothing. Nice job by this defense, staying confident, staying aggressive, and forcing the 3rd down and goal.
Looking to convert, they'll go to the Wildcat. Right side, it's Johnson. He stopped short of the goal line, couldn't find his way in, and it'll bring up 4th and goal.
And I like the execution by this defense, understanding where the 1st down marker is. Let them throw the ball short, come up, get him on the ground, forcing a 4th down. Decision time for this offense.
On the option. Pitches it back. Going for the goal line. Touchdown, Ducks. And they take it in for 6 more points. It's as if the Duck has hopped on that motorcycle and is revving the engine, and Oregon is threatening to drive away.
And Oregon's a team that, man, when they get it going, a lot of times they're just so hard to stop. The swag gets rolling. The uniform always looks good, but Oregon State's going to have to find something in this rivalry.
They need a big play, and they need it right now. The Beavers need to be able to slow down this runaway train that is the Oregon Ducks right now.
Stopped at the 17, and he's probably second-guessing that return. They'll get this drive going from the 17. Picks his way ahead, pick up a 3, and gets it to the 20-yard line. They'll line up for a 2nd down play. Always great to build momentum with an early season victory. Let's take a look at what's in store coming up next week. It'll be 2nd down as we open the final stanza. Taken down. They need a huge play on 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Still looking. It's a fumble on the play. Defense grabs the football, and there he goes. He goes down after the short return, but what a play to get the football back.
And it's an ancient proverb for a reason, right? Know thyself. And what he does best is hang in the pocket and throw strikes and attack the field. It's not really running. And you can see he takes off, and the defense
can't find a man, and he'll be knocked down at the 40.
Man, a lot of coaches talk about starting the drive positive and a first play that can get you going. The QB just kept backing up and going backwards, and that is not the start to the drive they were looking for.
Pass is incomplete, but there is a flag beside the quarterback, and this might be a roughing call.
Personal foul. Roughing the passer.
An ill-advised play by that defender as he makes contact with the quarterback well after the throw, and it'll cost his defense. Motion from the wide receiver. Turns up, it's Moore. And not much doing there as that defense runs him out of bounds. The completion picked up 6 yards on first down, now 2nd and 4. Throwing Moore. Out wide right, it's Moore. Gets out of bounds after the big play, and they'll be set up in business with a 1st and goal.
There are a lot of offensive coordinators out there in a similar situation with a lead like this. They'd definitely be running the ball at this point. They'd probably take their starting quarterback out of the game potentially, but not this unit. They are still staying aggressive. They're still
looking for the end zone. Touchdown, Ducks! They wanted to finish, and that they did on that possession. They tack a little more onto this lead, and they're on their way to a 3-0 start.
Man, this has been a complete performance. The defense has been lights out, and the offense, obviously, just continues to pour it on. This is what you call having a great day. Putting it all together, offense, defense, complementary football.
Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Here comes the Oregon State offense to get this drive started. As it turns out, the fumble on that last drive set up the touchdown, David.
And there's no bigger stat in football than turnovers. You turn the football over, they turn it into points. Jesse, that is not a recipe for success.
Good news, though, they get another chance, right? They can make amends with this drive right here. That's all that's important. You've got to execute and you've got to lock in.
Really helps the play calling when you get 8 on first down. It's 2nd and 2. Knocked down in the backfield, 2 yards behind the line. They'll need to convert this 3rd down from their own 22 to get this drive jump-started. From the gun, wants to pass. He's going to run it. Crosses the 35. And he gets the first down, but man, did he get the hit stick laid on his noggin. The Beavers will line it up on 1st and 10. They're testing the right side here. And they get to him behind the line. It'll be a loss of 2. Clock stops, and we've reached the 2-minute timeout. This offense looking for anything to cut into this big lead. A lot of ground to cover, and they need a chunk here on 2nd down.
Blue 30. Shift. Ready, go.
Leaves it with the back. Got an alley. Brought down.
And when you're the defensive side of the football right now, at this point in the game, you know the game's over, that they run the football. Listen, you're trying to still compete. You're putting other guys in the football game. This is our standard. We're not giving up yards. We're not going to let them break tackles. And I think the defensive coordinator finally has something to complain about.
They tried to go smash mouth on 3rd and short, and it did not work against this defense. Gets it away, good distance, but more importantly, just the direction he wanted. The Ducks ready to go back to work on offense. With this big cushion they're working with, Jesse, they're ready to send these fans toward the exits.
And you know the coaching staff has got to be so happy with how this offense has been able to come out here on the road, fight the crowd.
Oh, he wants it all. And that'll be incomplete. They tried to hit him with a big one on 1st down. They'll need a bunch on 2nd down. He's changing the play. Moore. Going back to the well, another deep ball. He hauls it in, and nobody's close. And we have breaking news. They score yet another touchdown.
and they just keep piling on the points. We've seen in big moments in this game, they have been able to step up and deliver, particularly on offense. Very impressive performance.
And right down the middle. Deep in the end zone, it's Durant. Stopped at the 17, and he's probably second-guessing that return. Here comes the Beaver offense, ready to go. Not a lot to feel great about in this one, Jesse, but I'm sure they'll try to seek out some positives.
Well, this might be an opportunity, too, Reese, to go back when they watch this game and just find the plays and the schemes that were working. There weren't a lot, obviously, David, but maybe an opportunity for the coaching staff to condense the playbook a little bit.
I was going to say, there's not a lot of good to go back to. That'd be a quick film session because there was more negatives than positives. But when you look at this week you've got a week to figure it out, figure out what your offense is going to be moving forward.
So as they've done so many times in this in-state rivalry, it is the Ducks who outlast the Beavers. That's going to do it for us as the season marches on. For David Pollack, Jesse Palmer, and Holly Rowe, I'm Reese Davis. This has been a presentation of EA Sports College Football.